For some people, the holidays don't bring a lot of warmth or cheer. For them, it can be a time of greater isolation and a trigger for their addictions. To help deal with this, the Prairie Sky Recovery Centre in Wilkie is offering a discounted rate for their services this season. I'm joined now over Skype from Calgary by the CEO, Jacqueline Hoffman. Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, Jill.
For those people who are dealing with addictions, the holidays do present some unique challenges. Tell us more about why it can be a problematic time of year.
I think that there's a lot of expectation around the holiday season for people to attend both family and social gatherings where they know that there's going to be drugs and alcohol present. So if you're newly sober, this can be a very scary process in learning how to navigate the social scene sober. And for people who are in active addiction, I think it's naturally filled with anxiety and insecurity. Sometimes people who are still in active addiction are hiding it. So if they're asked to come for an extended stay with friends and family, then they're might be forced to confront it, or they choose to stay home, which leads to isolation and depression.
What would you recommend to someone who is hiding it? What's the best course of action?
I think that the only way to get better or through an addiction is really to be honest with yourself and with your loved ones and to admit that you're struggling. Nobody has to do this alone. And often they'll find that people already know or suspect that something's going on and that they already have concerns. And so it's better to meet that head on because it will only get worse if they continue to hide it.
And for someone who is sober, whether it's newly sober or perhaps they've been doing well for a number of years, is there a greater chance they would relapse if they're in an environment around the holiday season where family and friends are indulging in some drinks and that kind of thing?
Well, we do tend to see people take for granted their sobriety, and they need to work on it on a daily basis, and that's really what the 12 steps teaches them, that they need to honor that and that they need to safeguard that. So I think that pre-planning is key when it comes to navigating the social scene during holiday season, because often there are ways to get around attending family functions that are going to be booze filled or wrought with drugs. They can choose to attend, say, a Christmas concert or a church, situation where they know that there's not going to be alcohol. Plus, a lot of times they have sponsors or they know of meetings that they can attend, and they can maybe slip out for an hour just to kind of bolster that support.
And what should family and friends do to support someone who's in this situation? Should they be avoiding alcohol altogether, as an example?
Well, I think that that's definitely a very good idea, especially when somebody's new to sobriety, to show that their family does not require alcohol to get through the Christmas season. There's all sorts of things that people can do together, like tobogganing or sledding or skiing or skating. There's game night, there's caroling, there's karaoke. You can do any number of things without alcohol. And so if you have a family member who's newly sober, it would be a great show of support to include a lot of those activities and to give them options to maybe attend a meeting. Say, listen, we've set aside an hour and we're happy to drive you over to a meeting and we'll come pick you up.
Some great messages at this time of year. Thanks for your time today, Jacqueline. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me today, Jill.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.